The Viper Neo is a disposable stone-based pinned articulator system. It consists of disposable articulator hinges, non-disposable rubber molds, standard length dowel pins, glue, accelerator, and optional ball adapters. If you use the Viper molds, all you need are the Viper articulators, and that's it. Here's an example of using the Viper mold. If you use the Viper mold, as you can see, it will create this ball on the stone base, and all what you need to do is apply the articulator, fit it onto that ball, and you will do the same on the other side, and then basically you glue it, and that's it. If you decide to use the slotted mold, this is the industry standard slotted mold. As you can see, it creates a slot in the back. If you decide to use the slotted mold, then you will need to use the optional ball adapter. The ball adapter basically will go into the slot. You can move it anywhere you want, and then once you have the place you need it to be at, then you basically just glue it onto the stone base. Another good use for the ball adapter is to use it on models that do not have a stone base. In this case, this is a study model, and this was done basically as a solid piece at the bottom and at the top. This was just basically carved out, but it was a solid piece. It went through the model grinder. It was shaped, and a slot was put into the back, and the ball adapter was put in place. Situation where this can occur basically is on opposing side, on the opposing side of a model. The doctor will send a poured up opposing side, and what you do basically to make it look decent is just shape it, grind it down on the model grinder, put a slot in the back, and put the ball adapter. And that's one of the very good ways of very good uses of the ball adapter. The Viper Neo consists of two identical parts. To put them together, find the guides at the top of the clasp and insert one ball in there and then the other ball. Initially, when you first insert that, it could be a little stiff, but just bring it through the motions a couple times and it should be fine. To remove it, just push on one side and then pull apart the other. Very simple. Now, the ball has been pre-lubricated at the factory. However, occasionally a couple may miss getting lubricated, so if you feel that after you've snapped it together it's very rough or it will stay in one place, the best thing to do is to just lubricate it. Take it apart and take a piece of cloth or a paper towel and any general purpose lubricant, just put a little bit of that in there. That's even quite a bit there, but anyway, you just lubricate the ball and do it for the other, and then snap the two together. Again, use the ball guides at the top, and that's it. And it's going to glide in there a lot nicer. Straightforward. Once you have hand articulated your models and you've got that to where you want it to be, then you take the Viper Neo, attach it bottom at the top, make sure it's seated properly, make sure it's straight as much as you can get it. And if everything is fine there, then at this point you're ready to glue it. The proper way of gluing, there's two areas where you need to glue this. The first one is right here at the very top. You apply the glue right there and it will go inside the ball. Okay, once you've done that, you reverse it and you do it on the other side. Apply the glue right there, and then while you have that, the bottom here is the other area where you need to apply the glue. So you can see there's a little bit of a little opening in there, and that is for the glue to go inside, that area right there. Once you have the glue in there, you reverse it and you do it on the other side, right about here. And once you have that, you apply accelerator, and then you should be good to go. The Viper glue that we have here specifically formulated, the viscosity is just right for use with the Viper articulator system. Both our glue and our accelerator we highly recommend for this system. Here's a technique that you will rarely ever have to resort to, and that would be to tighten the grip of the clasp. You know, if you are using, if you're going through so much motion with it that it basically you get to the point where the clasp is just not gripping as well, and then you just have, you know, too much of a play there. You can always tighten the clasp. Just remove it, separate it, and what we need to do is take this clasp here and tighten it. Make it come back a little closer, and the way to do this is to just get a twist tie. What you do is you pinch it in a little, and then with a twist tie lock it into place like that, or that should be good enough. You don't want to bring it in too much. And once you have that, get a heat gun or a blow dryer and heat up the hinges a little bit. Now be careful not to overdo it. You just need to get it just a little warm so the plastic will come in together. And then after that, you shouldn't have to do that long. And then you can put it under running water to quickly cool it, and that should retighten the clasp. Again, this is not a technique that we feel that you should have to resort to frequently, but occasionally you might need to. But that's how to do it.